Welcome to the Ray Amanat Show with the talk of Marathon.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody out in social media land and TV land. Welcome to the Ray Amanat Show. Again, I am your host, Ray Amanat. This is going on our umpteenth episode, so we're getting up there, and we're trying to get more followers on our Facebook and YouTube page, as well as, of course, on Roku through the OBBM network. We have a lot to talk about today. I know you guys are following the Olympics, which I think the beginning to the Olympics was a flop, boring, and what they did with a scene with Jesus Christ and the dinner, their version of it was pretty much a disgrace in my account. Again, this is an opinion-based show, so I'm just giving you my opinion. If you would like to contact me via email, you can go to info@therayamanatshow.com. Let me know what you think of our show, what direction you'd like us to go. I've got some new things that we're going to be doing as far as interviewing people here in Florida, since I'm based out of Port Richey, Florida. If you'd like to be in the know with what's going on in Florida, we're going to be doing some segments with some fantastic people that we will interview that are here in Florida. Again, if you want information, go to info@therayamanatshow.com to get a hold of me. We'd like to thank the OBBM network for carrying us on their TV channels at Traverse TV, as well as on iHeartRadio and Rumble and some of the other spots. So you can find our show through the OBBM network. Let's learn a little bit more about who they are.
Entertainment expands your horizons, takes you on fantastic adventures, challenges your skills. Independent media never looked so good. Welcome to a new sphere of influence. Our words mean business. Traditional families are honored, and the American flag still flies.
So if you'd like to get more information about the network and all the different cities that they're based out of and how you can get our show through their network, please visit the obbmnetwork.tv. So we've got a lot going on in the news as President Biden is stepping down from his presidential campaign against Donald Trump for the 2024 election. And he's thrown his support behind his VP pick, Kamala Harris. And it took the Obamas a little bit of time to put their support behind Vice President Harris. But now she's got their blessing. So it looks like she's going to be the one that's running for it. We're just waiting to see who she's picking as her running mate for vice president. In today's I'm Just Saying segment, we're going to kind of do a deep dive into who is Kamala Harris. Is she like a Nancy Pelosi? Is she like a Hillary Clinton? Which I'd give her the same one. But who is she, and how did she get her start in politics? There's been a lot coming out that she claimed that Donald Trump is a womanizer and sleeps around on people or whatever. Well, she got her career started sleeping around with a married man that introduced her to becoming a senator. So, I think Kamala, you got some explaining to do. That's the kind of look everybody might have with her running for president. So, who is Kamala? Let's get into this. On the Biden-Harris administration, they stood together on the following issues that have impacted our country. Now, I've kind of came up with a top 10 list, so this is a little bit like a David Letterman show, only better. I think David Letterman became a little bit of a liberal himself. near the end of his career. But now we've got me with the Ray Amanat Show. Thank you. So let's get into the top 10. First, the Biden-Harris supported allowing 15 million unvetted illegal aliens into our country. And that's just the guesstimate, ladies and gentlemen. It could be more, but it's definitely not less. And they're still piling in. Before this election comes between Trump and Harris, there's another, what do they call it? Another caravan coming out to get into the country, before I would say President Trump becomes elected presidency. So, um, you know, we want to do that. Those people can stay where they're coming from. So, getting back to our list here, number 2, the Biden Harris administration created our historic inflation crisis. So, everything that we're doing as far as rising interest rates, hard to buy a house, hard to get we'll add to that list here. It'll keep going. Biden and Harris have a record high food prices. So, for us to pay high prices, I went grocery shopping the other day with producer Debbie, and it's amazing. If it wasn't for Publix, which is the grocery store that we go to, hello Publix, if you guys want to be a sponsor for our show. But for them, they have a buy one get one free kind of a BOGO thing. And if it wasn't for that, um, we would not be able to buy the groceries that we buy. So anytime we come across a buy one get one, we take advantage of that so we can kind of stock up on things here at home. But because of the Biden Harris, now Harris could have said something to President Poopy Pants. I'm sorry. He's back at it again. But they're responsible for our high food prices. Biden Harris has also created record high gas prices in all 50 states. Some states, we were down to about $3.12. Ooh, that's not that big a deal. But now we're back up to $3.40 a gallon. There are places, my mom lives in San Diego, California, and she says she's paying anywhere between $5 to $6 a gallon in her state, which is a big mystery as to why, but we think we know who is uh, um, causing this, and they need to be
You're fired.
fired. They need to be fired. Yes, you're absolutely correct. So the Biden Harris administration, Harris was the border czar, and they're trying to deny that she was the border czar, but she was the border czar. There's plenty of other news pundits that have said Kamala Harris is the border czar, and they've released terrorists into our country. When you have not just people from Mexico or Venezuela coming in, but when you have people from China, Iran, any of the other countries that hate us are coming across the border, who do you think is also coming across? Is it good people or is it people with bad intentions? So, because of this administration, and Harris is part of that ticket, so she's responsible for it. Um, they've released a lot of terrorists. Now, I've noticed on social media where there are a lot of people saying, "Yay! Harris is such a wonderful person. She's the next Barack Obama." And we're going to vote an all blue ticket. Are you voting just because, and this is not being racist or sexist, but are you voting just because she's a black female? Or are you voting because of her experience, because of what she's capable of offering for improving our country? We're stating the case here on what they've done to destroy this country. So everything that I say has nothing to do with her being a female or her being whatever she is. If she's not African American, black, she's part Asian, part Indian, part whatever. It has nothing to do with any of that. It has to do with her policies and how she votes on things. And she's voted with Biden on everything that they've done that have created this turmoil in our country. Let's go on. Hey, did you know that violent crimes and human trafficking and the use of fentanyl are all on the rise because of the Biden Harris administration in the last 3.5 going on 4 years? Think about that. Violent crimes, human trafficking, all because of all those wonderful people that they're letting in across the border willy nilly, competing against legal citizens for their jobs and for benefits and things like that. This is the Biden Harris era or administration. Let's move on, shall we? Harris and staffers. So, the press secretary, Karine Jean Pierre, and everyone else pretty much lied to America about President Biden's decline. I mean, we could see it on TV. We could see it at the debate. We could see it, him going up the stairs, him coming down the stairs, him walking, um, him having very robotic movements, having a blank stare in his face. Um, Vice President Harris and all their staffers lied to America about the president's decline. That right there should give you pause or cause to not vote for her as president. I don't like somebody that lies to me. And they lie to me because they want power. So the Biden Harris administration's weak stance on foreign conflicts led to the Ukraine Russia war and the Israeli Hamas war. And God knows what's going to happen with China and their eyes on, oh gosh, my brain just went blank, but on what China is doing, wanting to do a land grab with, and producer Debbie is not here to help me out, but you guys pretty much know China is doing whatever. They're in cahoots with Russia and Iran and everyone else to destroy America. So there's that, and that's the Biden Harris weakness in on the international stage. So I know it's going to come to me. So I'm a dodo head. A little confused here, but that's okay. Moving onward. Instead of a normal campaign, ladies and gentlemen, for the presidency, they have tried to jail their political rival, President Trump, former President Trump, in the name of democracy. Well, President Trump is a threat to democracy, so they did everything they can through lawsuits and trials and everything else to send Donald J. Trump to prison instead of just running a regular, normal presidential campaign. And let's go one more. Number 10 is this administration has declared war on American energy, pushing their green agenda. They don't want to do fracking. They don't want to drill for oil. They're pushing their green agenda as far as solar power and wind power and EV cars and everything that really is not working. I don't think our country is ready for that yet. We haven't advanced enough technologically to be able to sustain that. So we need to go back to oil and coal, which there's plenty of abundance. And we regulate it to where we have the cleanest energy. It's India and China that are not regulated, and they do everything that they want willy nilly. So wake the cluck up, America. Wake the cluck up. Do your homework, do your own research as far as Kamala Harris is concerned and whoever her running mate is, and vote again as an informed voter, not as a, oh my gosh, it's Kamala Harris. She's the greatest thing. Girl power. I'm voting for her and everyone else that's on that ticket. No. Uh, Study her policies, study the way she has voted, and go with your heart on who's actually going to be better for this country and this economy in the future. So, the same people telling you to vote for Kamala because she is a woman, ladies and gentlemen, they can't even define what a woman is. It's funny how they have this agenda. Oh, she's a woman, she's great, da, 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 da. But then on the flip of the coin, they're pushing the LGBTQ, they're pushing the what is a woman, they're pushing the abortion agenda, they're pushing everything that goes against what they're touting. So they're again very confused, and they don't have a clear agenda. Mainly because of people like Kamala and Nancy Pelosi and Hillary Clinton. Going onward, this picture is worth 1,000 words, where Donald Trump is the line. I have no problems telling you that I'm a conservative and that I would vote for Donald Trump. And I look at Kamala Harris as a snake, and President Biden, he needs to just leave because he is not capable or fit to run our country at this time. Do the right thing, just step down. And then you guys will get a good look of who Kamala Harris is prior to the election. She might actually do our country worse. I don't know. But hey, wake the cluck up, America. So we got to wrap this show up. We've got a 50-state tour that we're working on. So those of you that are interested in these gray states and you would like me to come out to do a lecture, a keynote, or a self-defense seminar, whether it's boxing, kickboxing, self-defense, weapons training, or stick fighting, let me know. Let me know. Go to info@therayamanatshow.com. Get a hold of me and let's get something set up, shall we? We do have merchandise, the Wake the Cluck Up t-shirts, mugs. Uh, uh, if you want a fanny pack or anything like that with the Ray Amanat Show or Clucky the Chicken, you can go to this merchandise store, just scan this QR code and have fun. And we appreciate your support of the show. Thank you for that. As always, we want to end this show with how to get help in the event you are a victim of any type of violence or domestic violence. Please call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE. Go to the Suicide Prevention Hotline at 1-800-237-TALK, especially if you know somebody that's going through hard times and you think they're going to hurt themselves. Let's not wait. Let's be proactive and not reactive, where you wish you would have said something or you wish you would have done something to have helped yourself or someone else. Be proactive. If you're a witness to any type of crime, call 911. Or you can also call Crime Stoppers anonymously at 1-800-222-TIPS. Let's get the criminals off the streets and get our country back to being safe again. I would like to get into, we forgot one of our sponsors let's find out about Defenders Gateway.
Defenders Gateway. We have created an amazing program to drive business to your door. Defenders Gateway app is the most unique way to honor and support our active military, veterans, active retired first responders, Gold Star, and fallen first responder families. Our goal at Defenders Gateway is to create a national network of businesses, Gateway partners that offer honorary discounts to Defenders. Our exclusive vetting process validates the Defenders before they can use the app. No more stolen honor. We provide a seamless method of displaying discounts offered while directing Defenders to your door. The Defenders Virtual ID presents a picture, current time and date, your store number or store picture, and the agreed location discount. Defenders Gateway is a unique and cost-effective program. Defenders Gateway.
Thank you, Defenders Gateway, for everything that you do for first responders and for our veterans and active duty soldiers. Those of you that are interested in learning more about Defenders Gateway, you can go to defenders-gateway.com. If you're a business and you want to be included in the app, just contact them and they'll take you through all the steps for uploading your business and your offerings to our first responders. If you are somebody that is a first responder, veteran, or active duty soldier, you can download the free app. Just go to defenders-gateway.com. Well, everybody, that is our show. Thank you for watching. And we will catch you on the next time with a lot of new content. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Welcome to the